Okay. Anyway, so yeah, is here some, or no, it's on Twitter. Did you see these? These were nice. What is that? Wow. Paultown was saying that this looks like if they like face morphed me and Keith Woods. And low-key, that looks like my grandpa when he was like young. Kind of true. This was cool though. They turned him into like a French film character. Like a character in a French movie.
Put your records on. Tell me your favorite song.
Do not let Medicare see this shit. Do not let Medicare get his hands on that. Holy. Wait, here it is.
Cool. All right.
Wow, the travel vlog. Dude, I love travel vlogs. They're in a what even is that?
Thoughts on Rome so far?
I don't even.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it.
Is everything you expected?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. These are good questions. It's a great interview so far.
Well, it's not supposed to be an interview. Do you think I should interview?
I don't know. I thought that's what it was. Oh, whoa.
Here's a gypsy to clean your windows again.
Dude, it's a travel vlog.
Is it the same guy?
Wait, I
I'd love
like
to
that
just
the
run
car
that
has
over.
built-in rope. What in the dude? Europe is like medieval still. Are they driving? They like imported an electric car from Elon Musk or something, but then they're putting like rope on it and stuff.
Nope.
Racism carts,
Nope.
Harasu type car.
Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Nope. You see that? He comes up asking for money. Really, fucker?
Someone said Nick's about to change his mind on Italians being white after this. Bro, how the fuck that like Indian was really concerned trolling about Nick going out to like race mix in Italy. He's whiter than they are. We were dead ass totally right. He's literally whiter than them.
Very definitive no.
Yeah. He didn't even do it either.
Like,
He just
actually.
walks up. Like, really? What is that?
There's
He didn't
more.
fucking do it. It's an army. They do it because this is a tourist
Yeah.
thing. This is the real Rome.
Yeah. That's the kind of content we should be doing.
What? Going
Go
into,
up to the
like,
migrants
ghetto?
and like, ask them why they're here.
Yeah, and getting spit on and shit.
Yeah. Ask all these military age men what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Wow,
rather
this is
not.
good. This is a good interview for real.
Mirror on my right's not really doing much for me.
Do you want me to? I can see in it. I can co-pilot.
Oh, good.
They should
My
though.
driving
That's actually a
skills.
good idea. They should go piss off migrants and then get chased and then let hijinks ensue as they vlog it. Now that would be content.
Could you tilt it to the left a little bit? Think you could reach that far?
Like pull it in
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. And maybe backward a little bit.
Italians are whiter on the inside,
that?
yeah, for sure.
More down though.
He thought it was a
not all
date,
the-
but Nick
just
thought it
like
was an
Nick makes small
interview.
adjustments.
Awkward. Mixed
Like that?
messaging.
Little bit backward. Little bit back.
Back.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Europeans
how's that?
think he's driving a horseless
I don't know.
buggy.
Give up.
All right, now we're at 2.
Nick should go harass Jews in Europe.
I don't know what that
That
means.
way.
Okay,
Whoa.
well.
Well,
The navigating's like a constant thing. Like I need the directions like constantly.
well, you can go this way.
Alright.
Yeah, you can go this way. Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, could you,
Bro, driving without the mini map put on that is crazy. Driving around Rome where you've never been without the mini map with Keith Woods like barely giving you instructions on where to go.
Tilted
Straight
a
on.
little bit left.
They're gonna
a little
get
bit left.
The mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Slightly,
this.
slightly left, yes.
How's
They're
that?
gonna get
A
lost.
little bit more left.
Sky Baby needs HUD. Bro, they need HUD. They're missing their turns.
Beautiful. We might need to recharge. I'm at 38 kilometers.
You've lost like half your battery.
Yeah.
Bro, does Keith Woods not have a driver's license? Pause. Hold on. That's actually very possible. That's like really, really possible and likely, actually. Does he not have... Because he's been here before.
What if it just dies on the middle of the road?
We'll be in trouble.
I don't have the
When you get less
TDS open.
motivation to do your show, like the longer you're away from it.
Awkward.
No, I'm ready.
I gotta
to go
open
back
it.
now,
Really?
I think, yeah. I get a little, because I like to express myself.
I find that though, the more I tune out of politics, the more I lose interest. Like you kind of get dragged in the more you follow it, you know?
That's true. But for me, the show is about self-expression, being part of a conversation.
About being recognized by millions of people.
Mm-hmm. Recognition.
Content doesn't matter at all.
No, politics doesn't matter at all.
Wow.
Who's Sarah Palin
To a man dying of cancer. Yeah.
She said,
Hold on. My mic. No, it is working. Okay. It randomly mutes my mic. Like that time it didn't mute my mic. I don't know why. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't when I start the TDS. Start monitoring chat. Would
cherry pick the clip, which I think she means like that's a way of saying I don't endorse everything he says, because it doesn't really make sense in context. But I'm surprised she didn't disavow after she got flack.
Who? Wait, I wasn't paying attention.
Purpose of the clip? It was about the Tea Party.
Pro
getting hijacked.
streamer, by the way.
Yeah, because I really just mentioned her in passing. I just said that Vance was skin suited MAGA in the same way that Tea Party, led by Sarah Palin, was skin suited. So it's kind of a drive-by acknowledgement, but she liked the recognition from a popular youngster.
Rubio was Tea Party originally, wasn't he?
Oh, this is interesting.
He was a Tea Party skin suit guy. He's kind of created the playbook on that, because when he ran for the Republican Senate primary in 2012 against Charlie Crist, he unseated the incumbent by basically pretending to be a Tea Party guy and then became part of the gang.
They definitely should have went and fought migrants. That would have been way better.
He was kind of known as like the guy that did that, and now he's doing the same thing to MAGA.
Yeah, well, it's probably going to be him as the nominee now, isn't it? If Vance is so cooked as a result of all this stuff.
Well, he's certainly...
Did you see that story in the Washington Post about how America went to war?
Wall Street Journal?
Yeah, and it was like heavily absolving.
Yeah, when did they start? Like, when did they make a move?
It said Vance was
send Chud the Builder, he'll help them get content. Yeah, true,
in
actually.
Azerbaijan, and it said Rubio was skeptical.
Let's crowdfund Chud the Builder.
Oh, no, I did not see
Be dropped in.
So, but then it's like, who's leading?
Wait, when does Beardson come back? Do you know? When does Beardson get back from his fuckathon? Is sexcation? Is fucking marathon? You know? When is he coming back?
Speaking that, you know, because it's talking about the preparations in the room where it's like 4 or 5 people.
When she passes the pregnancy test.
Rubio, right?
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's a planted story either way.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to pass the blame around.
Who are you going to support in 28?
Marco Rubio.
Maybe there'll be another option.
I'm all in on Rubio. He's the GOAT.
Vance and Rubio.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Tucker.
You're right.
What about a Tucker Joe Kent ticket?
Oh, yeah. CIA.
You can get behind that?
CIA for president. Oh, no, I would not. Would you? I mean, what do you think about them?
About Tucker and Kent?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like Tucker. Sorry. I'm still not convinced he's CIA. Or if he is, then I guess I support the CIA.
True.
Why do you think the CIA would
That's
be naming
true.
them?
I don't know that he's necessarily.
That's so true. See, that's my take. Is I think Tucker is CIA, and that's why I support him.
CIA, but he's certainly some kind of intelligence
Doesn't this loser talk about anything other than politics?
asset, whether that's
Literally, no, dude. Literally, I don't think so.
foreign intelligence.
I
or
don't
some
know
kind of
that he
fixer
does.
or mercenary type. But he's
What he said earlier is crazy because for me, the less I pay attention to politics, the more I'm interested in it, and the more I pay attention, by far the less I give a fuck because it's just retarded and it all sucks immediately. It's immediately just like so uninteresting and like total disillusionment once you actually like pay attention to it. But when you're not paying attention to it, you can at least like trick yourself into thinking it's interesting.
clearly an intelligence
They should do cold approach, dude. He should go miscegenate with a white Italian woman.
go between in that.
That's what I'm calling
world,
for.
which makes
I'm calling for this Indian, Native American, fucking indigenous American.
Little Catboy goes to Rome with his boyfriend and talks about yo doing his dance. Haha, my sides.
makes me suspicious of his motives. Some people say that gives him more credibility because
I think this fucking
if he's
old man cat should go
then-
fuck a white woman. Oh, wait, what words did he say? I just scrolled up. I don't know, dude. He is busy fucking. I called him and he just was drinking orange juice and then burping and saying he needed to refuel. Bro, is that real, Beardson? Oh my. Classic Irish Italian 2-man content went. Yeah, true. I want them to Eiffel Tower in front of the Eiffel Tower.
maybe he can achieve something.
I want these two non-white gentlemen to Eiffel Tower a white woman. Because I am a half Japanese, non-white asshole promoting race mixing.
That's real.
Do you not think, though, some of the people he platformed, even yourself, like he would never have done that if there was some kind of, ulterior motive to stifle anti-regime forces?
What is her other half, Bob
I think he
Dole?
did that to neutralize me against Vance. As maybe the most likely, because then he went on and said that he only had me on his show to let me hang myself by exposing what a terrible
Russian,
person I
wow,
am.
so
And he's
she's
also
not white.
insistent that he's not even Jewish critical. He's reiterated over and over in his most recent show that it's not Jews
Wow,
or
this
even
is
Israel for that matter. It's the
genuinely
Netanyahu
so
government,
riveting.
which is
Not even another gay
at this
cat
stage
boy
in
can
the
make
game,
this loser
it's
not
not
talk
only
politics.
obviously
Oh, my
not true, but
sides.
it's practically subversive to say that. Unless you think he's an incrementalist.
But don't you think when he does it, it's so transparent sometimes? It's like, I happen to love.
How is this the conversation? They're not discussing like the city that they're in. They're not discussing like they're actually just talking about fucking JD Vance. Like, how is that even real? How is this? I'm not even trying to hate, but genuinely, how is that even possible? Like how many times can you even have this conversation about JD Vance? I don't even I agree with them. I totally agree with them. But you've already discussed this exact thing like probably 30 times, right? Like
Jews. I think the ADL are the most anti-Semitic, and they'll just blame the Jews for everything. That'll always be he'll qualify it, and then he'll come out with the biggest anti-Semitic.
they care about their country. He's not even American.
Theory.
Yeah, it's just for me.
Travels to Rome. Okay. What do you think about JD Vance being an agent of Peter Thiel?
I think
That's a really
This
interesting
could have
question.
been done on a live stream.
that you need
Just you wait and see.
rigidity
He'll
in the
commission
doctrine.
gays
I'm
porn about
not
this.
very
Haha.
forgiving of these kinds of,
True.
people think that's a small lie or a little lie. But it's an important distinction that, especially now, we need to be very clear that it is a Jewish phenomenon. And so I could see that maybe at his level, there's a need to do what you're saying, but
Bro, I met Keith Woods and he just went, Jimbo. Oh, the man who ruined destiny. Like even that was just about politics, dog. I'm like, Keith, Keith, you want to go to the strip
I
club?
left my audience for 2 weeks for something.
Keith,
I
you
was
wanna
a
go-
nightmare
to work with.
Keith, I got crack and meth. You want to go smoke this and go to the strip club? And Keith's like,
Grok make them
you
kiss and
ruined
start rubbing each
destiny,
other's
didn't
wieners.
you? Hello, Jimbo. Like,
I think it obfuscates the truth right now.
But like, is there anyone else that can reach a big crowd of like conservative boomers the way he can and make them Israel critical?
It's true.
Or how else could you even go about doing that? Apart from like the really qualified, like, you know, kind of anti-racist way he does it.
I guess I just don't really buy into the incrementalist.
If a fan asked me these
narrative.
questions, I would crash out on them.
You know,
True.
this
But
idea
since
that we
it's
have to
Keith
wake
Hill
people up
engaged-
slowly,
yeah.
piece by piece, and we should be forgiving of the errors or the dishonesty. Because the only reason
Sorry,
he's waking
Grover. I
people up
left
is
you for
because he
2
got
weeks
more
with
honest.
JimboZoomer, so
Yeah.
I can
People
talk
said the
about
same
it.
thing 3 years ago. They said,
end.
well, he's saying as much as he can. He's saying less to a wider audience, and there's a value in that. And, of course, the conversation moved very far without him really helping at all. It was the
Keith, ask him what his
dissidents and
best
the
lay in
radicals
Europe has been so far.
that were the moral
Ask him
entrepreneurs,
about-
in the words of
Which white European he had the most fun having
Oh, yes,
interracial
Jimbo
sex
guy.
with?
So how do you
Overton.
feel about Ireland's place in the geopolitical stage?
Yeah, like literally though. How is that the combo? How is that actually? He said that shit, and
That
I just
took
was
the
like, yeah,
risk
that's me.
and-
All right, all right. What it like? Fuck off. And I just walked away.
stake that position out that made it safe for him to go as far as he has. And now that he has
Jimbo,
gone in
who are you
consistently
again?
and strongly and repeatedly on this issue, that's where the value comes from. So I don't think there's any negative from
Destiny guy.
just saying the full truth.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. The chat is so retarded. What I'm saying is,
Bro.
all he says to
really
anyone
You're a
is
cat.
just about politics.
Iron women
I gotta
are
just
being
turn the TDS
defiled,
off.
and
The
you
fucking
are
dumbass
laughing.
chatters. All right, where's the mute? Where's the mute? Missing the joke with the same fucking bad joke 500 times in a row. I can't turn it off. Okay.
To say, and what's more, to constantly signal against the truth and say adamantly it is not a Jewish phenomenon, it is not Israel. To me, I question whether that's more beneficial than harmful. Because
This is so
look,
much
the
better.
boomers,
This is so much better without the
he's going
TDS
to lose
on.
them either way. The boomers
Now
are
I can
pro-war,
focus on the
pro-Trump.
geopolitical
I don't know
conversation
how much,
that they're
I'm watching,
having.
don't worry. I don't know how much he's really salvaging by hanging on to this blank slateism type stuff.
I get it,
It's my
Dono?
feeling most rapists
Bro,
are
I get it,
hypocrites.
Dono. The
You
second
know,
it's
me
turned
too.
on, I hate my
like
audience.
raping
They're
and
just such
I know
fucking
it's not
idiots.
politically correct, but by God,
Just the worst.
people go, well, he's not being a hypocrite, and that's
He
the worst part.
was muted for 3 seconds and they donate. You deserve to get scanned. I don't even care. Fuck you.
Stuff,
Kill yourself.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
especially if he's anti-Trump.
if he was going to run for president, he's going to have a Big Ten message, isn't he?
Which he's not going to.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't. He's in the pocket for Vance. Everything he does is calculated
Dude, how is
to
this?
support Vance.
Guys,
in
please. This 5 days is making me crash out.
How will he walk back the
right
Iran war thing?
again.
Well,
That's
I think
not the
that
number for 5.
they're setting
That's-
Vance up
that's
to
not what 5 days do.
basically to not
At
take
all.
the fall for that, letting him take credit for the peace, allowing him to say that, you know, when he's asked about it on the debate stage, they're going to say, well, hey, I was the vice president. It was my job to support
Oh,
my
it was
president.
John 1? Okay,
So
you
I think
don't.
they're trying to find a
didn't
way
just-
out of that because
You didn't deserve getting scammed or shit on. Sorry,
the
John 1.
fans.
I'll play yours again. I thought this was one of these assholes in chat. One of these retard assholes. Where are they even driving? Bro, I don't even know. Keith Woods is supposed to be giving him directions, and he just gave up on that.
all of his backers, Elon, Tucker, Teal, they're all against the war in Iran.
Me, Jimbo.
And I think they all recognize the damn
documentary.
Can they please
Make it-
just fuck already? I'm getting sick of this foreplay.
All right, I'm gonna start adding to the blacklist. So improve your TDS, or you're gonna just get stuck on it with Karasu and never be able to use it again.
Going to do to him. So, and if anything,
Whoa.
they're going to use their credibility on the issue to help salvage his candidacy.
Right now, there's one person on it. Look, we have a blacklist, and there's one person.
Because people rightly will be skeptical, and there they will be to say, well, Joe Kent endorsed Vance, and he was critical. Well, Tucker endorsed Vance, and he was critical.
We
I
have
think you have to go right, dude. No, obviously not, because he went left.
Well, we're already going
Jovian.
right.
Never mind.
Very good.
N-word sent $3.
Thanks, N-word. Thanks, N-word.
I think that's the play. That's the state of the play.
This is great.
This is good.
Jovian, try using
You're in
Paul
Rome.
Town voice.
When
That's
in
where
Rome.
my JD Vance and
Test
Tucker
this.
aren't based. It's like real life super chats.
Yeah. Hey, when in Rome.
He'll never escape.
Cough.
I think you should have followed the street back there. You know where the big fountain was?
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, if you go up, there's like the big Moses fountain and there's some churches. It's like a good area.
I'll see if I can get back there.
So you think Marjorie Taylor Greene has done?
I think basically if they had a gas-powered car, this conversation would literally just be them circling back around politics, the same political conversation for an hour. But luckily they're driving this like tiny electric car, so they start running out
Anonymous
of
sent
power and
$3
panicking.
NGL. I was expecting something like this.
I know.
Now, do you think Cosby's
I replayed you don't know because I didn't realize it was you. I thought it was one of these assholes in chat.
I mean, there was a comedian, Patton Oswalt, who told me, I think the worst part of the Cosby thing was the hypocrisy. And I disagreed.
You disagree with that?
Yeah, I thought it was the raping. That's my feeling. Most rapists are hypocrites. You don't meet many go, I like raping, and I know it's not politically correct, but by God, people go, well, he's not being a hypocrite, and that's the worst part.
Politics as well.
Well, when she resigned, she certainly was. The only reason she resigned is because her kids were getting death threats. So that was real. I think she'll consider a presidential run. I think she's definitely keeping her options open.
Surely the
Marjorie
the
Taylor
Karens and the
Greene?
governor, like, surely
Oh, boy.
someone can just outflank Vance and Rubio from the right in 28.
Truly.
Deportations. Shouldn't have done the Iran war. Just do what Trump did in 16, right?
The problem is Trump,
Easy.
even as unpopular as he is still very
Only they
influential and
brought
powerful.
a film crew
far
true
larger
to walk
than any
around.
of the podcasters or
That would have been Keno.
any of these other Republicans. The problem is these Republicans built their career on bandwagoning off of the MAGA movement. So it's hard for them to have any kind
I do
of
love.
independent...
Okay. Props to Keith though, because I do love the setup of this, and he did do it well. Like the audio is good because he's got two mics on the ceiling up here. I think they're both wearing mics too, and like the camera is well positioned. So it is like it does feel like Top Gear kind of, you know. It is well shot. He's just like such a chud. He's just, dude. They're just talking about like JD Vance. It's like, bro. I mean, maybe his audience, maybe he's doing this because it's like his audience really doesn't watch Nick, but it's like, dude, everyone's heard this conversation 400 times, like at least 400 times.
base of support if they are anti-Trump and Trump is against them. So
Turd Temple.
it's a little easier said than done to try to outflank.
What else would he ask? Well, they're in Rome. They could talk about anything. They could talk about anything. What, do you think the only thing you can talk about is like JD Vance and politics? What's wrong with you?
From the right. There's also just not a huge constituency for that when you actually look at the numbers.
So you don't think it's a given he'll just endorse Vance? Do you?
No. He's clearly been reluctant to.
You can see
commit
Keith's cock
and
outline
endorse
right now.
anybody because he doesn't want to endorse a loser. And I also think
I think he gets off on. He's gonna get off on them all competing for his endorsement as well.
that,
It's
and
gonna keep him relevant.
I don't think that he wants her to be a successor. I think that he, in his mind, he wants it to just be all about him. He, in some ways, I think he almost wants it to fall apart
Probably, yeah.
because he does, the idea that it goes on without
Bro,
him.
they
I
should
don't think he
debate.
likes that.
They should debate about.
There's that vain
UKIP.
self-sabotaging, that impulse that's behind everything.
He should press him on not being
This is
white.
the longest break you've taken from your show since last year?
New
Started
Year's.
last year.
Wait.
New Year's this year.
Wait, this is now they're done
What
with
was your longest
the
ever,
chug
like 2
convo.
I
Finally.
think maybe 3.
How fun is this?
No, we're good.
That was when someone tried to murder you.
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah,
Jovian
trial.
is just being obnoxious today. Just ignore him. Just ignore him. Jovian and Victor Sharp are just being obnoxious trolls in chat.
Almost got killed. I took a little break.
Do you ever feel like you're gonna run out of stuff to talk about?
No, as long as there's politics,
Mm.
I'll be
I always
in
feel like
business.
that with podcasting. It's like, a finite amount of takes to have, and then you run out.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, you think that, but there's always something new.
Mm.
You don't do current events though
That's
much.
true. Yeah, I don't like talking about current events.
Yeah, you're more about
What the fuck do you mean you don't like talking about current? What the
philosophy.
Yeah. Yeah, too lowbrow to talk about the news.
That's all you talk about ever.
People
I'm
like
not
the
even trying to
daily
hate on Keith Woods,
content.
but like,
I like their num-nums.
what the fuck?
Have you thought about getting staff or anything?
I have staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Well, yeah. If you break it down into segments or have written pieces, then it would kind of spoil the appeal, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily. Different
He wants a job. Wait, he's asking for a job as a writer
mediums
for
appeal to
America
different people.
First.
But I don't know. I just like the extemporaneous aspect of it. I don't like doing anything prepared.
That's kind of
I
fun.
hate preparation.
Do you find it tiring though? I find streaming quite.
Imagine how long the silence would be if Paul Town was there. Yeah. Yeah, true. Dude, that was the best stream. That was just genuinely the best stream.
Mentally exhausting. After you do
No, I think this is how Keith Woods should do content interviews because they just need to be doing something while they have the conversation so they can play it off like the silence is due to being distracted. Even though the silence has nothing to do with that.
monologue, like when you finish a show, do you not feel like I never want to do one of these again?
It is exhausting.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I finish the show and I don't even want to talk to anybody. I just want to go to bed. I can't even look at anybody. Am I a good driver?
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Do you think you're a good driver?
I think I'm a great driver, yes.
You have crashed multiple times, though, right?
Neither of those were my fault.
Okay.
The first time a girl crashed into me when I was stopped at a light, and the second time somebody drove right in front of me.
Imagine this show, but if Jimbo was on
do you have
Keith's
family
lap.
on your mom's side that are
What
still
the
authentically
What?
Italian?
No, I don't. If I do, I don't know of them.
You never experienced, Italian ways and traditions, many of your family members.
Well, Italian-American traditions, but I'm 5th generation, so almost no direct connection to Italy at all.
See, but at least now they're talking about it, right? Now he's gonna press him on his race, on him being Amerindian. Amerindian. So what's it like being 15% Amerindian? Does it feel like you're less white than a Moroccan?
You don't know anything about your ancestors that came over.
Do you realize how far that's pulling you away from the core European on a graph?
They were farmers, and southern Italy, and they came over in the 1860s. Almost all of them returned to Italy, and then my ancestors that are here were stowaways on a ship back to America. And they said they didn't like it in Italy because all they do is swat flies and sit around.
True.
It was your most Faustian. It was the most Faustian Italians were selected for.
That's why Americans are different, because that is what happened with all the different groups. It's only the people that ventured out.
Yeah,
That's why we get the best
right.
Indians too. Real.
So wait, so some of them went to America and then went back.
Yeah,
That's weird. I haven't
almost
heard
all
that
of them.
before.
And that is very common. There was a huge wave in the late 19th century, latter half of the 19th century, and
Dramatic
a
pause.
huge number of them returned. But there were different waves of Italian migrants.
Just like homesickness. So you'd imagine the economic opportunities would be so much better.
I don't know exactly why a lot of them returned. I think some of it was economics, discrimination. But that's very common.
Did they go direct to Chicago, or that's like a later?
They came through New York, Ellis Island, in the 1860s.
Why would we be saying, can they talk about something else?
Again.
This isn't
but
just the America
went on to
First show.
Chicago.
Bro, Jovian is so obnoxious. Jovian acting like us complaining because the conversation is literally every episode of America First on repeat. He's so, honestly, just banned for like an hour. Just give him like an hour ban. Let's just see what happens.
I guess we'll go down that
Maybe he'll
street.
fix himself.
Take a right.
But like, you had Italian American grandparents then?
So obnoxious.
Yeah, my grandma was born in America. And so was my grandfather. But they lived in Little Italy in Chicago on Taylor Street, which is where all the Italians lived, which has now been destroyed. It doesn't exist anymore. My grandma grew up on Taylor Street in Little Italy. Her father was a shoemaker.
They should talk about
They called
retro
them Joe
games.
Shoes.
True.
And
Yeah, now this is a date. Now this is what I'm talking about. It's getting romantic.
yeah,
How did they get destroyed though?
They should talk about quartering or Mr. Medicare. True.
well, the Mayor Daley, who was like the king of Chicago for many years, mayoral dynasty with his son.
Someone say retro
Mayor Daley
games.
was Irish and hated
Bro,
the Italians
Pearson's
because
low
they
key in the
didn't vote
back
for
seat.
him.
That's where he's been.
So when they were looking where to put the University of Chicago campus in the city,
He showed up.
He chose Little Italy. And so they put the highway and the university right through the neighborhood and destroyed the community. And so everybody left and went to the suburbs.
Wow.
Yeah. Because it used to be all Italian restaurants, some of the best Italian food ever. Just one restaurant after the next, and now it's
Because of a
virtually
dwarf.
non-existent.
Very funny.
But then did your grandparents
Yeah,
like
exactly.
did they still have
Gazer
Italian
is dodging the
ways,
cuck
like you know,
situation.
cook Italian food? And
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They speak any Italian?
I believe my grandmother spoke it. We never heard her speak it though. My mother understood a little. My grandmother, I believe, spoke it. But they assimilated. That's the difference. A lot of the
actually under the
immigrant groups
seat.
never assimilate. But my grandmother,
to fit.
she raised my mom in the suburbs, a very Italian American suburb called Melrose Park, and she was very self-conscious
Of this.
her accent and their stereotypical Italian ways. And so they tried to assimilate and act as American as possible. But they still made gravy on Sunday. Every Sunday, that was what was for dinner, and did other traditional Italian things.
Dude, Keith, just say
But-
what you're thinking. Just call him an Amerindian.
I mean,
Just call him an
lose
old
it through
Mac
attrition,
head.
everybody becomes assimilated.
We know that's what you're thinking.
So
But you didn't
top
have a
writer
grand-
Jimbo got cuxed by Paul Town. Thoughts on this?
Okay,
Heard then
I'm
that
gonna
was-
ban you
You're
too.
quite
Like
Irish.
this is the 5th day of you just spamming the same TDS again. Do you think I'm kidding about the ban? Like I'm banning Jovian for being obnoxious in chat. Bro has used the TDS the last 3 times to make the same bad joke over and over again. Oh my gosh. I hate the chat today. What is going on? What's in the air today? Why Why is everyone just like the most obnoxious, retarded chatter on the planet? All right, we're banning 5 days. Don't make people do that. That doesn't make
Did you have a
sense.
grandparent that was like fully Irish?
We're
Yeah, my
banning
grandmother,
anyone
she's still alive.
that annoys
She's
me.
100% Irish.
Huh. She considers herself Irish.
Oh yeah, very proudly, strongly Irish.
Have you ever talked to her to try and get in touch with your Irish identity?
Not much. No. She
Isn't a 5 day a
she
sexy
doesn't really
day?
talk too
It
much
should
about
be.
those things. She just gives my dad a hard time.
Okay.
And
What, from
Wait,
Irish
I can
daughter?
unmute. Wait,
Well,
no. I'm not banning. I just banned them from TDS forever. Wait. Unban them actually. Wait. That's way worse.
He should ask what's in the Vatican archives.
Settings.
One struggle, shabuya!
True.
she does hate Italians, but just a lot of
I put Jovian back
Toxic.
in.
toxic stuff. I
Who
guess.
else?
Okay. Are you on batteries?
Kairu goes full woke libtard on the lolly question. What does that mean? Kairu's anti.
Of her splendor.
Cairo, any thoughts on Chibi Reviews calling out Tectone for not supporting him through his death threats, but will condemn death threats on politicians? I have no thoughts on that.
Okay, you're
honestly,
woke.
the only thing I
You're
really
fucking woke.
know about Chibi Reviews is
You're
that
woke.
he spends half of his time arguing for why lolicon hentai is art and free speech, which I don't agree. Is all lolly literally just a drawing and basically no big deal? Well, obviously it depends. Like, what are you drawing? Like, are you drawing the child sitting at a table, or are you drawing the child pulling her pants down and, like, sticking her ass out and showing off her panties? Like, the context matters, okay? Like, lolicon anime, or, like,
woke.
not lolicon, but a lolly, like, what does that mean? It means, like,
Woke
a child.
tranny!
Right? But, like, what is the child doing? Is the child getting raped? Is the child playing with toys or something in the background? Is it like Pragmata, where it's just like a child like following you around doing like cute things while you shoot like giant enemies? Like, the context matters. Like, you can't just say like all children in anime is
Kairu
bad,
doesn't read the
or all
manga, by
children
the
in anime
way.
is good.
Tourist alert!
Like, it matters
Fucking
like what the
tourist.
child is doing.
This fucking tourist doesn't even read the manga!
So, whether like being a drawing or not kind of doesn't matter. It does matter, but it kind of doesn't matter. Like, I think all porn should be illegal. So, like, I don't really care if it's like, I don't like if the porn drawing.
Can we talk about not to attack Kairu, but literally every time boobs come on the screen, Kairu like gets like upset. Do we all notice this? Like, anytime there's any attractive female on screen at all, Kairu gets like visibly upset. What's going on with that? Seriously. That's like the one thing that I notice.
Anime is bad, or all children in anime is good. Like, it matters like what the child is doing.
I hate Jovian so much, but he's also so funny. He's posting the alarm. Woo woo woo! Recovering porn addicts. Woo woo woo!
So, Whether like
How do you
being a
even make
drawing
a
or
clip
not
this
kind of doesn't
long?
matter. Well, it does matter, but it kind of doesn't matter. Like, I think all porn should be illegal. So, like, I don't really
Woke.
care if it's
Fucking
like I don't
woke.
like if the porn drawing is of a child or an adult. I at a certain point I don't really care because I think they should both be banned.
If the porn, if it's normal porn, if it's child porn, I mean, it's basically the same thing. They should both not exist.
There is something like there is like something objectively worse about, say, like CSAM than like regular porn, and there's
I
something
don't know what that
worse
is.
about like actual child images versus drawn child images. But like all of it should be banned anyway, so I don't really care. Where does the term lolly come from? Lolita? Yeah. It literally comes from the book.
Fucking woke.
The book.
Fucking woke libtard wants to ban our porn. I'm not voting for Kyrie for president, that's for sure.
37? Or is that 31?
37.
It's 31.
Normal porn and porn of adults should both be banned. Okay, come on, guys.
Presumably there's spots to just park these up and charge them.
Oh, dude, you know what I got today? Wait, you know what they have? You know what they have at Stewart's now? Blackberry shakes, dude. Look at this. This shit's fire. I just remembered I had this. Dude, these are so good. These are so delicious.
All right.
Imagine
Yeah.
worrying about
City.
what grown
Yeah, I think
adults
so.
do in the privacy of their homes.
Grab a
True.
cappuccino.
True.
You see that?
Yeah. The unspoken bond with the other, Fiat drivers. I don't think they were as into it as you were, though.
No, they're just laughing.
What's the longest you've ever traveled for?
I stowed myself in Nick's suitcase.
Probably-
I'm gonna pop out once they get close to the Vatican.
Probably a
Allah
week.
Akbar.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever traveled more than a week.
It's not that long.
Well,
Razor beard. No,
I lived in
no!
LA for a couple months.
Okay, I'm unbanning everyone from the
About 6
blacklist.
weeks.
I'm
Maybe
over
that was
it.
the longest
I
I've lived
forgive
away.
everyone for
Were you
being
doing the show then?
obnoxious.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
partially.
Oh, that's when you were like streaming on your phone, right?
Right, yeah, I was working for Kanye.
See another show canceled the other day. I think it was in Poland this time.
That's right, yeah. Poland, Switzerland.
See, this is Benny, come on. See, this is how you get a chat. You just beat the fuck out of them like they're a dog.
Mick doing his triumphal march
And then you
to
pet
Rome
them
after
again?
conquering Dwive.
Switzerland, France, all canceled.
Sad. It's not
Dark
like the Jews
triad
being forgiven.
tactics.
Well, he apologized. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe they didn't get the memo. What is this? Oh, cool.
You should be taking me around enough.
Benny said, Jumbo, sorry, I just banned Victor Sharp. I thought he was the evil Jaden guy. Then no problem, Benny. I get it. Close call. Close call.
Did the Washington Post piece drop?
Yeah, it came out this morning.
What's the gist of it?
They're talking about how much money I make, and the gist is that I'm monetizing hatred, and the poor super chatters are giving all their money to a lazy millionaire who hates them. So it's one of those.
I'm sure that'll put them off.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's true. That is true. To be
I
fair.
saw that someone posted a clip. Greenblatt was like talking about.
That's why it's so
collaborating with
fun.
Instagram
That's why
to
it's
ban
like a
all Clipper
good
again.
show.
I saw that, yeah.
Has that already happened, or?
It
in the
is.
works?
It's in progress. Yeah. That Atlantic piece came out, and the Atlantic piece said Nick Fuentes is winning, his strategy's working, and that shined enough of a spotlight that Instagram started to purge some of the accounts that were mentioned. And then I guess the ADL picked that up, and I believe another advocacy group picked that up.
My
and that
Instagram
seems now
okay?
to be the angle, as to accuse Meta of amplifying
The poor, weak super chatters give him all their money and then he just attacks them and bullies them and shits all over them. So evil.
content and
So
pressuring them to
fucked
take
up.
down any of the channels that post it.
It's just an endless cycle, isn't it?
Yep.
Like, I remember when Meta relaxed censorship after the election, and then maybe 6 months later, there was just a gigantic ban wave again where they went for loads of different nationalist groups.
Right.
I think Groypers are in that one as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be so cooked if the Democrats get back in, presumably.
It really will be. That's why I want a Republican to win. I don't want it to be Vance or Rubio, but a Republican has to win because, you know, what a lot of these Israel critical, counter-Semitic influencers do not realize is that the left wants to kill us. Like, they literally want us dead, and they will work to effectuate that. They want to silence us. They want us debanged, deplatformed, and ultimately they would prefer if we all just died. And so you have these types like Dan Bilzerian, who I like and respect, but he says that left and right is an artificial divide. It's a construct to keep Israel critical voices divided, but it's just simply not true.
My
There
Instagram's
is a
okay.
political left.
Were they
They're
back
unified
on
by
Vance,
ideology.
bro?
And to the extent that
I
they
wasn't paying
criticize
attention.
Israel, it is strictly
I
within
was,
the
I was making sure that my Instagram wasn't
boundaries
banned.
of their left-wing ideology, which they believe in, which they actually believe in. It's not like they got tricked.
Oh, but he wants us to vote for the Dems. Flip-flop Fuentes. Yeah, tell him. Tell this jerk.
It is their that is their ideological conviction. So
Let's go
you know,
back on
the idea
topic.
that we're gonna
Finally, my political fix.
for those differences, and we're all gonna hold hands and unite one struggle against Israel. It's just not. It's not practical, and I don't think. And at the minimum, it's overstated the extent that that's possible. So, you know, it's times like this that remind you, if the left had it their way, they would destroy the right wing.
Well, because a lot of times as well, people that talk about that are looking to historical examples.
Did it zoom in?
They'll look to like fascism or something and say, you know, they united with a big chunk of the left. The left is such a different thing now. You can't even talk about it as the same phenomenon. There's no like economic left, you know. There's no like industrial base of Western society. There's some kind of industrial unionized working class or something. Like, it is just the race stuff.
Right.
If they drop the race stuff, we can unite with them. Like, if they drop the race stuff, if they weren't anti-white, then, like, almost by definition, they'd just be right-wingers.
Right.
Because if you're not, like, actively anti-white, you know, you sort of just end up with a position where you're, like, fighting against anti-whiteness, and then you almost have to affirm positive things about being white. And you can't help but, like, fall on either side of that.
That's true.
Right. Exactly.
It's like, oh, well, the left used to not be anti-white, but it's like, yeah.
Keith's fighting back tears right now. This is touching.
There's just no
This is
non-whites in
beautiful.
the countries. All there was to talk about was economic stuff. Like, once the people are there and they're agitating,
Wow.
there isn't really a neutral stance to take, you know?
Right.
Keith should be driving. Dude, I think he might not have a driver's license. Because, like, Europeans don't a lot of the time.
It's like with the civil rights law. James Lindsay and these people, he's like, oh, I just want to, you know, ignore race and be a classical liberal. You legally can't be a classical liberal anymore. You know, like,
Right.
a classical liberal position would be like, you can just serve wherever you want in your business and, you know, rent your property out to whoever you want. But there's like an active state with law weaponized against all that. So you can't really just be passive about it.
Right. Well, and that's
Right,
just it.
yeah.
They're always going
Right.
to cling to
Right.
feminism, trannyism, and diversity. I mean, if you start to say, well, we can accept the left minus those things, it just ceases to be the left. There are no leftists that are not going to affirm the existence of transsexuals.
Small cars
liberation of
probably
women,
licenseless. Oh.
And open borders, diversity.
Guys, I can't even pay attention to this.
You know, is a left winger going to support mass deportations? Absolutely not.
True. So like dead
I hope
air.
I'm not going the wrong way.
Okay, get into some
do you mean?
hijinks. Come on, man.
On the road, I get the feeling I'm maybe going the wrong way, but I'm not sure.
Get into some hijinks.
Yeah.
Get into some
That would be potentially
trouble.
catastrophic, wouldn't it?
Well, we're about to find out.
Fuck Democrats. True, Benny.
Well, stay alert.
Take more meth. It's not even that. It's like the dead air in between the questions. It's like, you know, a very basic political question that's answered on the show every night, and then dead air, and then answer we already know he's gonna say. Yeah, the sexual tension's throwing me off big time. That's what I'm trying to say. The sexual tension in the air is really just, it's killing me.
Potentially catastrophic.
Put Subway Surfers over this shit.
Might be.
They need a Ralpha mail, a Warness, or
As long as the
Worldwide.
footage survives.
Oh, here we go. No, we're okay.
That would be very fitting if your death was filmed.
On a live stream.
It's so hard to imagine though. Can you imagine getting red pilled in like 2023 or 24? The left or on the outs. This stuff is just normalized online. There's like hundreds of accounts with like 100,000 followers talking about Jews all day.
That's just it.
They really just don't know what it's like.
No, you're right. They didn't live it. They didn't experience it. They didn't live it. They have no idea what it was like, because when the Trump revolution happened and Charlottesville happened and J6 happened, they were apolitical. They were completely tapped out. They were watching TV.
Okay, true. It doesn't have
So you're
doors.
right.
It has
I mean, these
ropes,
people that
dude. The car, do you see this? The car has ropes.
Started to have the
How
wheels
fun is
start
that?
turning after the pandemic, or
You think Keith is gay? Dude, we know Keith isn't actually gay. We're just trolling. You don't actually think he's gay.
the Gaza war. Think about how late in the game that is and how much has happened.
Bro,
Remember when we
he's
met
a
in,
fucking
was
fiend,
it
and we all know
2022
it.
when we met in London?
He's probably saying the
23.
nastiest shit to
Yeah.
bitches.
We were both banned
Bro's
on
probably
Twitter.
literally
yeah, that was
sick.
early 23. That was right before I got unbanned.
Yes.
So we were both banned on Twitter. You were basically just streaming on Cozy, right?
Right.
You hadn't started using Rumble. All the payment platforms gone.
Keith probably filthy
We'd
with
be making
it.
alts on Twitter and staying on for like 3-4 days, maybe a week or two if you had a good run.
Yeah.
Did Keith even get banned? Is that even?
It's crazy thinking back. It's not that long ago.
No. 3 years ago, it's I only got back on Twitter.
Mr. Mime says, I wish Keith was gay, and then links Woods Dolly posting this. Dude, the Tumblr ads are probably going crazy right now, man. Stream update lagging. Oh no, it was me opening Minecraft. Oh my gosh, bro, the fucking Groiper World server just crashes as soon as I open it over and over again because it keeps joining directly. Stop joining the game directly. How do I make it not do that shit? Hold on. I was trying to open this. Bro, how do I make it not try to join the server? Like on startup. It makes it so if I open my inventory... Wait, cancel. Okay, there we go. It makes it... Is that gonna crash? Oh, no. Okay. There we go. Okay, anyway. Yeah, no, the Tumblr girls are probably going insane, bro. I would imagine over all this. They gotta be. Like, let's just be honest. Also,
Hasn't even been 2
let me
years.
just open that as a
No.
new tab. We'll come back to that.
What a game changer that was. I mean, imagine me not on Twitter.
The
That
Coliseum!
issue isn't finished either. Like, I was watching Lindsey
Bro, they're at the
Graham
Coliseum.
recently. He says he's working on a bill to scrap 230, Section
Oh,
230,
yeah.
so that they can take away immunity from all these platforms. They'll have to heavily censor people, or they'll just have constant lawsuits for anything that happens on the platform. And he was claiming that he's got like good bipartisan support. He's got like moderate Republicans that will support it, so
Whoa.
you know, they're chipping away in the background.
Well, it's funny.
Greenblatt's always talking about that as well.
They're definitely chipping away at it. And what's funny about Section 230 is that was floated in the first Trump administration as a way to fight censorship,
sites
saying
Rome
that we'll
to
take
talk
away
about
those
the important
protections
things like J.D.
unless
Vance and Marjorie Taylor Greene.
True.
the platforms act as platforms rather than publishers. Because Section 230 is immunity
They have a
from
lot of editing to do. This is out.
civil liability
You think?
because it
I
was
don't
said
know.
in the Communications Decency Act that it's conducive to the public good and in particular free speech to allow these platforms to flourish without that civil liability.
MGTOW?
Well, if they start making editorial decisions about what to publish.
Wait, hold on. Someone in the Groiper World server made a MGTOwn? There's no way. They made like a men going their own way town? No way. Is this real? It's literally a MGTOwn.
Jet Set Radio.
There ain't no way, bruh.
Psyduck 3000 just resubscribed on Kick.
Thank you, Psyduck. Let's go. Kind of comfy. It's like on like a cliff face. Bro, I want to make Jugtown, but I want to make it like Azteca ruins. I want to ouch. I want to make it like Oh, did you see this? Tiberius. There he is. Dude, there's Tiberius. Look. Wait, Tiberius, show your tail. Tib. Can you show your tail? Wait, why? Do I have something broken? Why do I not see them right now? Wait, oh, he's got them. Dude, look at him. And he built his Moloch statue again. Did you see that? Sorry, we'll get back to the the thing in a second. Thank you, Tiberius, the red. Dude, look at his bushy tail. Wow. These are real. And he's got his ears. How fun is that? And his Moloch statue in front of his fields so that it grows really, really well, you know? Wow. We love that. We're loving that, Tiberius. I'm thinking, man, I don't know where I want to build these. Maybe over here? Maybe over there? I want to build Azteca ruins. I want to build, not even ruins. I just want to build like a giant temple of the sun and do pagan sacrifices.
Not publish. They're acting less as a platform
But this is a
and
good
more
start.
like a publisher, like the New York
This
Times,
is a really
or
good start.
like a newspaper. And so in the first
There's
term,
too
they
many
said,
crosses
we will get rid
everywhere.
of those protections unless you act as a platform conducive to the original terms of that agreement. And what happened under Biden
Yes,
is
TikTok,
that Nancy
I wanna do
Pelosi
that as a
took up
summer
the issue for
server.
Section 230, and she said, we'll flip it. We're just going to use that as a battering ram. If you don't censor what we want, we'll revoke your protections. Now it's come full circle, and in the second Trump administration, now that Israel has taken over, now it's the Republicans with bipartisan support using Section 230 to censor like the Democrats wanted to. So there's a rich irony there.
Yeah, it's grim. Seems like it's
So
just game
ironic.
over if they get that.
Oh yeah, totally finished.
That's true. That's true.
And those are the layers. When I started my show, I said that
Okay, but you know what I mean? Like Keith's, the dead air and the silence is actually totally fine when they're in a car. Like to be honest, when you're in a car driving around sightseeing, there's nothing wrong with that at all. So this should just be Keith Wood's like typical like format, I think, because it's horrible when it's like a live stream and you're just sitting there staring at each other because it's like there's not even any other excuse. It's obvious and palpable to everyone watching that you just like don't even know what to say next, that you're like, you know? And so it feels really awkward and bad, but you can at least pretend that that's not what's happening when it's in a car like this. You know, should have edited in more driving footage. Have you seen what people create with Create Aeronautics? Yes, it looks like it looks really good, and I want to make a Jugcraft server this summer. I want to make a Jugcraft engineering server, but like if we make that, it can't stay. It needs to be a temporary thing because Create breaks servers so bad over time, and I'm sure that will just make it insane. But yes, I have seen that.
3 problems are, one, first and foremost, tech censorship. We have to be able to use the internet to raise money. I said 2, it's personnel. It's the staffer level. It's the Hill staffers. It's the White House staffers. It's the administration personnel. I said, if we have a second Trump administration, we got to get that right. That's like the intermediate goal. I said, the third thing is succession. We need to make sure that whoever takes over from Trump is going to continue to push forward rather than slide backward. And it's funny because, you know, we're sort of in that midpoint where censorship has been defeated. The personnel is better, and succession is ongoing, but it's very active because they're pushing back on the censorship now, and it's coming from Republicans. They're also trying to root out the staffers because the personnel are actually quite good, and there's a lot of groypers. But
Okay,
now you see that
are they way
there's
louder all of a
this
sudden?
battle
Yeah.
among the Israelis and the pro-Jewish crowd. They recognize that they lost the battle for the internet, and they're working to overturn that. But they're guarding that kind of next layer, that second concentric circle, and saying, we're going to fire all the groypers, we're going to root them all out. And then they want to control succession. It's this battle between Rubio, Vance, or a third option.
That's true.
They're even consider Vance to be not pro-Israel enough, and that's why they're going for Rubio. So all these issues, they're still in contention, and to me, these are really the 3 central issues for the right wing in America.
Yeah. I think I underestimated how much potential there was for infiltration. You know, it only took a few years to see it, but then you see it, you realize, well, yeah, like political people, you know, they're extremely online. They're coming out of these circles like prior to going into politics. It really doesn't take much. You know, it's not a lot of people that staff these things and decide these things.
Oh.
And now, yeah, you can see they're panicking about that. I mean, how many articles has there been in the last 2-3 months about how radical the Republican
At least 2 or 3.
are? How many
There's been at least 2 or 3 of them.
Right, and
I like,
you know,
dude,
the
the accent's so
decentralized
fun. How
approach
nice
was
is
the right
that?
approach because
How nice is that shit?
You know, what had been done in the past is that these were these tight-knit little networks. Everybody's on a forum. Everybody's emailing each
2,
other.
3 months.
But if you have a very large show like
2,
mine
3 months.
that acts like a radio antenna and the signal just goes out,
Kinda,
then
Jakey. I don't know if they
you
would
have
stay
these
up.
lone wolves, sleeper cells. Obviously, that's an analogy for politics. You don't want to get it twisted these days, you know, not act like that, you know. But if they're not
Lone
on an email
wolves.
chain, if all the
Scary.
nodes are unknown to each other, there's no contagion effect where, because this is what had happened with the alt-right, is an email server gets exposed or, you know, somebody is flipped or compromised and it detonates the entire network. And that doesn't work that way with groypers because they all just watch the show. So it's like Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club, don't talk about it.
You still seem a bit more black-pilled on like bottom-up change than you were a few years ago, though, no?
I'm very black-pilled.
Shit.
And I'm black-pilled because, you know, on some level, the people can feel however they want. They can dissent, oppose. But unless you have the right people in the right place at the right time, it doesn't matter because the masses are fickle
and
have a short
idiots.
attention span, not competent or politically organized.
Right.
And so people have this idea that we just need to rile up the masses or red pill the masses, but the masses do not act. They're leaderless, disorganized, decentralized. So it's hard to focus that energy beam. It's extremely energy intensive. You can't direct it for very long before division begins or lethargy sets in. People get disengaged and disinterested. They go back to their lives. So I think that people power is overestimated. It's good for some things, but at a certain point, you need to go for the capital. You need to have very intelligent people, very motivated, very dedicated in the capital city climbing up the ladder. You know, that's what's going to change things.
That is just true. That's like a really good way to say it, because I feel like there's all these idiots that genuinely think that it's going to just happen like one day, like it's going to get bad enough that we're all going to grab our guns, we're going to go get them. It's like, that's just so insane. That's just so retarded. Like why would you even expect that to happen? That's not even like, that's not the masses being weak even. That's not even like, oh, these idiots won't even do that. That's like, anyone that would go and do that is just a total moron. Because it's like, that's just the worst way to enact change ever. Like, you're just all gonna grab a gun and like, with no direction, just go like, what? Like, hold politicians hostage or something? Like, what is even the plan there? What would any part of that even look like? And there's like 10,000 issues with it, because it's like, okay, what about like the military? What about foreign militaries? What about like all the disagreements between even just like dissident people too? Anyways, it's like anyone that genuinely believes in that is just like an idiot. Anyways, you know, it's not like, oh, how do we get the masses to be like that? That's just like, dude, but you're just retarded if you believe that or are expecting that in any way. You need to like, you should go die. Anyway,
and you need buy-in from the elites. You need buy-in. You know, it's like change cannot come from without. On some level, you need the higher.
I got 2 weeks off.
What is it, a theological term?
Yeah, literally. I got 2 weeks off work. Let's make this revolution quick, guys. I gotta get back. Like, what are people expecting at all? What would that even look like at all on any level? It's like the people you're fighting against control the food chain. Or not like, I don't mean like predators. I mean like literally like where your food comes from, where the food you're gonna eat is, you know, like coming from. Like, what if they just turn that off? We're gonna network with all the farmers first, and then it's all gonna work out. I used all my paid time off for the revolution. Damn, you're real to them.
You need the higher layer to reach down and lift up the lower. That's how it has to happen.
It's quite an analogy to use.
It's like, you know, God can only save us. We can't save ourselves. Only the billionaires can lift us up. Because it's true, it's pay to play. You need money. You know, at the end of the day, you want your political revolution, you need to pay a guy 40 grand a year to take pictures or whatever.
But then isn't it funny, like, when you look at the bad stuff about this administration, like, so much of it just comes down to Trump's personal failings. Like, if Trump was actually based, like, he could have just done almost everything you wanted, right? Like,
yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, what kind of veto is there for the stuff that could be done?
True, Keith.
That's exactly right. You know, I mean, because there was this idea in the first term that Trump, his heart was in the right place, but it was just his personnel that sabotaged him or disobeyed him or let him down. And so there was this very popular idea that if we only just
That's what Paul Town is blackpilled about. He doesn't think anyone will reach down. It will just get worse and worse. Yeah, I mean, it could. I don't even know if it'll get worse and worse, though. I mean, maybe very slowly. It might just level out, though, and just be like this. I feel like it's just always been this way, probably. Like, everything has always been. The only difference is, like, technology.
Advisors, personnel, if he was taught a lesson, that he would come back and everything would be different. But Trump has very good personnel. He has very good personnel in DHS, in the National Security Council. And I happen to know this. He has very good people, and he is holding them back. They want more deportations. They don't want a war with Iran. He is overriding them. He is directing them to do these
Linux
things.
was always the answer. Getting their proper Linux distro has always been the answer.
You know, when you do a little controlled experiment, you realize that no,
dude, why are there all these? What the fuck?
He's holding them
This server
back.
is hell.
And he is ultimately
like,
subject
the mobs
to
on this server
forces.
are Oh my
he doesn't
gosh!
operate on a whim.
What
He
the
is subject
fuck is
to larger
happening?
structural forces.
But what the fuck? The
Technological,
mobs!
strategic, and economic forces.
I have like
Why does
full
he have to do certain
armor, and they're
things?
just like
Well,
insta
we're in a
killing me.
technological race with China.
This is the. I'm not kidding.
and
This is the
that
hardest
also
server I've
ultimately is
ever
a
played on. I don't
strategic
know what is
competition.
even
That's
causing it.
bigger than everything.
But these are the
And then there's
strongest
the
mobs
economy.
ever.
You know, whether he can win the next election, the
My
political
hat over here.
capital, all these things are downstream from how Wall Street is doing, how the structural economic institutions are doing. He has to obey that as well.
Jeez.
So, you know, it truly takes a remarkable leader to command.
A baby
and wield
zombie
those
hits you and
forces
you
rather than the
lose
other way
5
around.
hearts.
So,
Is this like hard
Doesn't
mode?
that itself cause for optimism, though? Like, if it's just the whims of these boomers like Trump and Lindsey Graham and, you know, whatever he's watching on Fox News, and if all the staff, it's like majority.
It's not
drivers
OG
are drive for
Minecraft.
Jason
Vanilla
at this
Minecraft's
point,
not this
then,
hard.
Like, at a
In
certain
any-
point, isn't it just
in any
inevitable,
way,
like,
in
you're
any-
gonna have basically a gripe to run, right?
Even
I feel
hard
like
isn't
Canadians
like that.
always write about that, like the
Shabuya.
vaporization of the
Shabuya.
right, that it's inevitable.
I don't think it's inevitable because I think that, you know, time and again, the grassroots of the right are always politically outflanked by their leadership.
Yeah.
And that's because the leadership, well, it's like the casino. The house always wins. They are the masters of politics. They've been winning and running electoral races for, in some cases, a half of a century. And so marketing, messaging, playing to the crowd, that is their bread and butter. And it just goes to show that even somebody like
They're
Trump,
the
a
goats.
hostile, subversive outsider, they even know how to manipulate him. Even if they can't make the appeal to the audience, they can make the appeal to the guy that appeals to the audience. And that's again why you really need a political master. You need a true Machiavellian, is what is missing. We need a true dark triad, benevolent Machiavellian, a benevolent master who can truly ascend and
Mr. House
instrumentalize those
always
forces.
wins, says Benny.
Otherwise, it can't happen. It's like it's like
Fallout
they say, it's that
reference?
classic
Oh,
construction of
shit.
the king, the aristocracy, and the populace. We need that coalition. We need the king and either the populace or the aristocracy. But you know, we need the king to be on side, and that's kind of what we're missing right now.
Do you want to take a lap to drive around the Vatican?
Yeah.
Well, has there ever been this much of a split in the right? Like, even like when you had Buchanan and, like, you know, the paleocon isolationist types, it seemed like they were a smaller faction in the party than what's happening now with the American right, where like the anti-Israel
Oh
stuff.
my! That skeleton has
the race
full
stuff, it's
gold
just
armor. Like
you know,
what the?
totally
You can
dominant.
tell he's been reading
Shoot
my
your
book.
bow, you
like, is there
asshole!
Is there a Republican
Oh
under
my
the age of 30
gosh,
that
these
would be,
mobs are
you know,
awful.
horrified by Jared Taylor, not seeing him as someone respectable, or at least respectable ideas?
Well, that's just it. I think that these ideas are dominant online and with young people. But the second that you control for that, they're not only are they not dominant, they're not popular. And that, you know, what is interesting is that in the days of Pat Buchanan, the Buchanan brigades were older. So he had a low level of support, but they were all older. Whereas now, arguably, these ideas have objectively a low level of support, but it's all extremely young, engaged, energetic people. That's the only source of optimism.
Dude, that's an
that it's
invisible
gonna be
spider. What the
the
hell?
minority, but a very vocal
Dude, he's in.
and essential minority that the GOP is going to need.
These mobs are fucking
and so
scary,
that's where
man.
we can maybe get some leverage in that competition if
Right.
we can deny. If we can deny a nominee with our 5 to 10%, that might be our power.
Oh, the sun's finally rising. Oh my.
Well, it's sort of like, it's like in Europe, you can see if you look at the polls on Zoomers, like the support for the kind of center-right, conservative post-war parties is completely gone. And then instead, the ones on the right, the Zoomers on the right, support identitarian parties like AFD or whatever. But then still the right-wing share is much smaller. So it's like if it was just Zoomers voting, you know, the right would be the identitarian nationalist right, but they'd basically be permanently trapped at 20%. with an 80% coalition of leftists and Greens and communists in a giant electoral pact to completely lock them out.
Right.
Which is basically what's happening in places like Germany now. So then it's like, well, is that the future? And then at the same time, the demographics are going to be getting worse the entire time.
Right.
Which is going to make that little identitarian segment even more unpalatable.
That's true. But also,
Vatican, right or left?
but also, dude, if all the boomers were dead and it was just like the communists and those people were in charge, I mean, they're just like retarded and incompetent. Like, okay. I just sound like an idiot chud every time because he's right. Like everyone just goes like and talks about Hitler, but isn't that literally like, I mean, even how they were gaining popularity was being anti-libtards that are like, they were like posing a threat to like all of Europe, but they were whiter, which is true. So he's right with that too.
Did we pass it already?
No. I think it should be up this way. Well, actually, the mausoleum was there, right? And it has a wall following to St. Peter's Basilica, so it must be up left.
Well, if all the boomers are dead, then you can get the libtard ideas to like go in for a second. Everyone can realize like.
I think these are the walls.
Like that wasn't the issue.
I was here the other day.
Pretty tall walls.
And then who knows what happens? You know,
Makes you think.
unless they kill all of us.
There it is.
First.
That's the square, right?
Yeah. Look at these parasites.
These parasites.
They're all God's children.
Money changers.
Bro, they should be getting in a fight with these people.
Oh, no, it's just directions.
Gotta go to the Vatican McDonald's if there is one.
Dude, I wonder if they have any specialty items.
Oh, we need camera equipment.
Oh, yeah, true.
Put the turd temple in the bag, bro.
Well, you can sit here and I can go get us something.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Okay. What you want?
We just need Nick to tweet Ralphomania 2.
Well,
the Asians and brown women will spare us for our BWCs. Yeah, that's true. That's what we're banking on,
just
at
like
least.
a hamburger and fries and a Coke.
They might punish them.
Do you want any souvenirs?
No.
I'm gonna pick up a souvenir.
Okay.
My mom sipped it.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
When Nick gets his cheeseburger and complains that it isn't a cheeseburger.
Do you want a drink?
Is that what it
Yeah,
says?
Coke.
Okay.
Complete opposite. No, you know what's been my downfall? Jews censoring me.
He's watching his own clips. That's fun. Benny, you forgot to use the Alex Jones voice. Yeah, true. Heath forgot the fries. Forgets the fries.
I only speak English.
You deve stare qui?
I don't understand you.
Ah, I'm sorry. But you stay here?
Pardon?
You want to stay here?
Hey, would anyone like to meet up and fuck? Older male looking for MTF in the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
Because this is location for them.
I'm not understanding
No,
you.
go away. Go other way. Come with
Go
me.
away. Go away.
Come with me. No parking. No parking.
No parking? What do you mean?
Because this is post for him. This location for him.
Well, why not me?
No. You have,
No.
I have one
What do you
location for
mean?
So, come with me. Come with me, please. Please, come with me.
No.
Respect.
Get
Come
lost,
with me.
monkey.
No. I don't know you.
Me too. I don't know you.
Okay, then what are you
Okay,
giving
come
me?
with me. This bus for him.
Well, what's this guy doing here? This guy's giving me a hard time.
I'm sorry. No, look.
Dude, that spot's for that car. Dude, does that work? Does that work on people? You just go up to someone and go, no, 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 come with me. This spot, that is for this car. There's no parking for you here. Move. I think he wants to steal his spot. Yeah, I think so. I think that was.
He's telling me to move the car. I don't know who this guy is.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, you understanding me now? You are son of a bitch. Huh?
Bro's about to crash out. Italians hustling for a parking spot. Bro's crashing out down the street now.
Thanks. Whoa. Yeah, dude, this fucking homeless guy kept screaming at me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, is nowhere sacred.
Right?
Not even the Vatican.
Right?
They're at the Vatican City.
I got water as well.
McDonald's.
I got you a Vatican bacon McCrispy.
Oh!
Crispy McBacon.
No burger?
That is a burger.
I wanted like a hamburger.
That is a hamburger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with bacon.
Okay, thanks.
It was an extra 50 cents to get it blessed.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
What a scam. Such a scam. Was it blessed by the Pope? Oh, shit.
I just whoever they have in the back, I think.
They got a McDonald's priest.
I was just joking. There was no.
Oh.
I should get it blessed.
I was going to say, we should have done. Good one. A little prank there.
Dude, did he think that it was just like...
Oh, fucking damn it, dude. I just spilled on my...
Did he think it was just going to be like
Hey,
buns and bacon?
Oh, right.
Like,
Do you
what
have a
did,
napkin?
what did he think the...
Yeah.
What'd you get, a fish fillet?
What did he
and no
think
fries?
the...
You know, that's okay. It's okay. So we kind of got it right. At least we got the Coke right. How do you... Okay, whatever. How do you forget the fries? That's like the best part.
Oh, they put pickles on this. Oh.
What is that, a fish fillet?
Mm.
They put pickles on a fish fillet? Yo, what? What a cursed McDonald's order.
Yeah, there's so many people hawking their wares around St. Peter's Basilica. Coming on.
Yeah, a homeless dude comes up pretending to like direct the traffic, yelling at me to move my car. And I'm like, I don't speak Italian. He's trying to speak English. I'm like, I don't understand you.
Fish fillet
He's
always
like
have
screaming and
pickles?
mad at me. Some like secret agent
What?
like whips his badge out and was like,
Why would a fish
push
fillet
the
have
guy away.
pickles?
This must be a good place to go if you're homeless.
What do you put on a fish fillet?
Yeah,
Like
right.
tartar sauce?
People feel pretty generous around here. You know your lights are on, by the way.
oh really?
Probably not helping the battery situation.
Huh. No fries is really frying me. It's the
Because
no
they're
fries
good. No,
for
that
me.
sounds disgusting, dude. Pickles on a fish fillet is crazy.
You never said you wanted fries.
Retarded
The tape.
sauce. Yeah, I usually just put retarded sauce on mine.
Roll back the tape.
Really?
I literally said burger, fries, and a Coke.
I don't think so.
Well,
You said like get me a hamburger or something.
Roddy is gonna
Oh,
he's
crud,
gonna
I
pull back
forgot
the
the
And then
tape.
I double turned and I said Coke. I said drink and you said yeah.
I said burger, fries, Coke.
I used to make fish fillets and we did not use pickles, says Goy Fish. All right, there it is. Expert owned Martin. Fucking freak putting pickles on your fish fillet. Ugh.
But it's okay. It's fine. No, whatever.
We'll roll it back.
Can you navigate us to a charging thing?
Yeah.
Start
I
of
wanna
his
hit
next
this
beef.
homeless guy that harassed me.
But you can't say it on video and then hit him. You gotta just You gotta just
Or
go
he's
for it and
fucking
act
more
like you didn't
likely
mean
to
to.
recognize that, right?
You'd be surprised. You know, I did get recognized today when I was picking the car up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this really good-looking guy. This like.
How did we know?
Like student, passed me and was looking at
Boss.
at me funny, and I was trying to get in the straight. Oh no, look.
I mean, that's what it's saying.
You can't go that way. Look.
Why not?
It's like
This fucking hot guy.
the fucking Gamorrean guard is right there.
Oh, you can ask them.
I'm not
It's the only way in.
in
Let's go for
there.
it.
Oh
To the charger.
fuck, man.
No, I'm not doing that.
What?
And I got his number.
Armed royal guards.
Just ask them if you can charge your vehicle.
Hey, can we get a fill up? What'll it be, fellas?
Well,
Hear him
so
out.
this
The
is the
guy
only way
probably
in.
had a feminine
Well,
penis.
find a different one. Find a different one that isn't. We got 20 kilometers.
I think that's just the entrance to the Vatican. I'm sure they'll just let you.
I don't think so.
Why not try it?
Because
And I mean,
there's
he
no
was
way they're letting us in. It's like
fucking
Swiss guards. Just
You want to bet?
just find a charging station that's not.
This fucking smoking hot guy. Dude, this fucking this hunk of meat.
Not under the Vatican.
Not under Vatican control.
Yeah. I do not want to charge my car in Mystery Babylon.
Any son of the church should be able to.
Dude, Martin's still coping by his pickles.
Charge up.
I'll flash my
Martin with the
Saint card.
IQ of
Oh.
a fucking pickle, of a
You feel bad if you
cucumber.
knocked her over.
Oh, that would be
That would be a bad one.
bad karma. But yeah, so this guy,
Alright, well, if you go right here.
there's another one. I'm not going back that way.
No, there's one like 8 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm really curious what was in there, though.
Menorah from Jerusalem. But yeah, that guy,
The Ark of the Covenant.
he passed by and then he came back and he's like, "Hey, are you Nick?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, dude, I watch your stuff all the time.
So
I'm a
he
student
sounded-
here." No, that's just my impression of him. No, he sounded cool.
Oh, he's
He-
American, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was very handsome and
Yeah, you're smoking hot, man.
normal and
Really
he's
sexy.
like, "I'm a student. Oh, it's crazy seeing you here." I love when people say that. It's like, yeah, I guess it's crazy for you, but like I'm me, so like
Yeah.
I am where I am,
Wait, is this left or right?
brother. Where you really.
He's even trying to get him off the
We
topic.
really gotta work on the navigational abilities. There's this homeless guy from before.
Okay.
What's up?
Do you recognize?
Yeah, of course he did.
Okay, we're going the wrong way. Wait, actually, no, you could go around this way.
I really want to flip him off. But I also don't want him to punch this car because I have a deposit on it.
Yeah.
Turn the other
The
cheek.
goldfish is still cooking
It's
Martin with
Vatican
his
City.
IQ of a
Crash out here.
cucumber.
Yeah. I've been really working on myself here. You can go. Or maybe you can. Oh, I see how you go. I see.
I've been working on myself. Immediately crashes out.
It's a work in progress.
Oh, this map is broke.
They're going the wrong way on a one-way. Dude, I do that all the time in Canada. Low key, I be doing that shit constantly in Montreal. All these stupid fucking one-way streets, and it's all nonsense signs.
Moving itself, see?
Jeez.
Dude, yeah.
Fuck
Gone for
that.
its own drive.
That's why I'm saying we gotta
I need to just reset this map.
we gotta get out of here first. Yeah, did you see that crazy homeless guy? That was the guy from before.
Yeah, most old
Did you
cities
get
are
your
one-way
son in a
roads
row?
because they weren't built for
No?
traffic.
Nah, I can only live in America, I think.
Why?
I don't know, it just doesn't feel like home here, you know?
Go right here.
Hard right?
Yeah.
It's just too different. Everything's different here.
All right.
Right or left? Right or left?
Straight.
What? What?
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're like sabotaging the mission, bro.
I'm doing my best. Look at that homeless campout. The Vatican should sell all their gold and give those people houses, I think.
Yeah, and feed them. Yeah, no, it's way too different here. I could never.
What's not to love, though?
I don't know. It's just not home. It's not familiar. Nobody speaks English.
Well, they're in a tunnel.
They're like mad at you if you speak English. They hate Americans here.
That's true, yeah.
And there's nothing.
They're mad at you when you say you're Italian.
Well, even just like when you get in the Uber and you say, hey, they're mad. Say hi. They don't like that.
Yeah, the English is definitely worse than most of Europe, I would say.
Yeah.
That's weird. I wonder what the difference is. Dude, he's wider than most Italians. He's like way wider than the average Italian. Like by far, it's not even close.
That's such a shit lib thing to do as well when you're like, oh, I'm American, and they're like,
dude.
Or you say you're.
Notice Europeans will never argue with you if you make a joke about Italians not being white. Like the only people that will even argue with you are like Italians or Italian Americans. No one else will even bat an eye because they're just like, yeah, duh.
Italian, they're like, you don't speak Italian, you're not Italian.
Yeah.
They do that in Ireland as well, like the hatred for the.
It's not about race,
Irish
it's about
Americans,
culture.
something to
Right.
that.
Right.
It's definitely more of a recent thing, though. It's definitely like, you know, it's a way for shit libs to kind of amplify the. Anyone can be Irish if they live in
I
Ireland.
bet they wouldn't be mad if you're speaking English north of Rome.
So then, like, they especially resent.
They probably wouldn't care.
You know,
They'd probably then just be like, yeah, whatever.
Living outside Ireland that consider themselves Irish.
Right.
I guess it's the same here.
This guy's knee brace. Dumbass.
Funny to you.
There's something about like having a knee brace which is really obnoxious. Like somebody walking around with a boot on their leg.
Northern Ireland hates Britain. Well, I'm not talking about Ireland. I'm talking about Italy. I mean, Ireland hates Britain because whatever, but they all speak English. I mean, no one in Ireland is speaking
You're a knee brace.
Irish.
It's like, I don't know why. It shouldn't be annoying, but it is. It's like, seriously?
Be injured in a less obnoxious way. All right, so I guess you go up this street.
All right, we're now right or left?
Right.
Bro, we're still coping in chat. Nah, they just hate tourists in Rome. That's why. Right.
That would have been good
Right.
to know,
right.
you know? But
That's it. That's it. That's like the opposite of every other tourist location in the world. That's like just total cope. That's the complete opposite of every tourist location on Earth.
Okay, Keith, what's going on?
They'll let you in, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, dude.
Let's just go up and talk to them.
So what is this here?
I have no idea. Palazzo San Carlo? Whatever that is.
Yeah,
We'll
but
just
New
show them
York's
that.
like a
I'm sure
real
they'll
city.
understand.
Rome is like a tourist hub. Like that's like what else?
We'll try it.
What the fuck else does Rome do?
Oh, it's St. Peter's Basilica.
Like what percent of the economy of Rome is tourism?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Grazie.
Nick needs to start living, man.
quite a
Yeah,
few,
that's
huh?
true. Yeah, he needs to
You
get a life.
fucking pick a charging station that isn't in the Vatican. Like,
Well, what were the odds that they were both going to be?
Just pick something
Like,
far away
privately
from here.
guarded.
Pick something far away that isn't in the like close to the Vatican. You just pick
Same thing with France. They aren't really irrationally mad at Americans like they say. Yeah. I've heard the same thing. I've heard that the French do not care. Like in reality, they obviously do not give a fuck. People always say that about Montreal too. I've been to Montreal so many times now, and I've never had anyone act weird at all about English. at all. Like even remotely.
Something is right here.
Because what was the odds that there was going to be 2 charging stations, both,
It has to.
both under private guard by Vatican security guards?
It can't be that hard. Like, it really should not be that hard.
Let's see.
Like, I'm really relying.
I've been all over. No one cares if you're American unless you're black or annoying. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's got to be it.
Relying on you.
How long have we got left?
Quebec is more for the LARP. Well, no, the Quebec people do hate. They do hate the other like Canadians, kinda. I mean, but not a real hate. They're just. I feel like Anglo Canadians.
My time is fucking soon.
Like being
the Vatican's chamber
being
of secrets
third party
shall be
to
revealed. Shabba
He's gonna jump out of the car. The being a third party to Anglo Canadians and French Canadians interacting, it's like the French are just like smug assholes, but like they even know that it's just funny that they're doing it, and they don't really even mean it. They don't even actually care like that much, you know. But the Canadians can't tell that they don't actually hate them, so they just think they really do hate them. That's been my experience, at least, like seeing it third party, where you know there's like Anglo Canadians and French Canadians. The French Canadians are just like being obnoxiously French, but like because they think it's funny, not out of actual malice.
Can't even read it. 18 kilometers.
Okay, we gotta make this count. If we don't get to this next charging station, we're done.
Yeah, just find something further away that isn't near the Vatican at all.
The only time it's valid to hate tourists, really, is if they're Indian or black or they're driving. Like, I get that. Like, road rage about tourists is valid. Because if people are driving poorly and weirdly, that's like gonna make you crash out.
You go to Europe and everybody's
Obviously.
gonna be good looking, and it just isn't the case. Like,
no, certainly not.
People are ugly here too.
It's quite a drive.
Yeah.
What a rude.
That's just taking a.
Oh wow,
dude.
Little
is
Nicky
it near
doesn't
the
wanna go
Vatican?
near the Vatican. Real Catholic BW.
Have heard French hate blacks? No, French, actually, that'd probably not be true in France. Bro, when you go to Montreal, there's like a significant amount of black people out of nowhere for like no reason. It's like the only minority in Montreal. Other than like at like major tourist locations, you'll see Indians, but otherwise, it's just fucking black people because it's like black French people because they're like.
Except for that one American guy.
Dude, because the French,
he was hot.
the French sent blacks to like all their colonies, like everywhere. So there's black people anywhere in the world that the French controlled. They like made a point of sending them everywhere. They're just unbelievably obnoxious. I don't know what their problem.
Sometimes we find the best routes.
Is it near the Vatican?
It's there.
That
they use Napoleon trying to like unify an empire, you know, so he's like saying it's like he's trying to unify like 30 nations and all these armies of people and stuff so he can like project the power, obviously, and he doesn't want like them all just like infighting, so he's like telling them like you're all French, and they use that like 100 years later to be like, we're all French, guys. Now go forth. You're all Frenchmen.
farther away, just in a different direction than the.
Will we
we're
make
on
it,
Vatican
though?
Hill.
But this one is definitely like public. See?
Okay.
We're good. This is Vatican Hill.
Yeah, this is like this is the way to the museum.
Is this actually the name of it, Vatican Hill?
I don't know. That's just what they say. Like, to get to the Vatican, you got to go up the hill. I think that's what they call it.
Okay, left here.
Okay.
This is coming down to the wire. My phone is also on 10%. Everything is dying.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they wrote it into the Constitution, Slay. So even if they hate Napoleon, it's just like part of the French, like it's part of their whole thing. They're just so retarded.
Left.
Okay, really? Just why? Okay, now what? Now what?
Straight.
Okay.
See, this is fun. Now it's like they're playing Mario Kart. This is Kino.
Is it?
Yeah,
this way.
You got okay.
Yeah,
we're
the
really-
FOV with the fisheye makes it look like they're going so fast.
How is that hard? It's like there's two roads. One is left, one is right.
Two roads diverged in a wood.
Yeah. In the Keith Woods. Yeah. Suddenly, that mindfulness thing, I don't know.
I'm gonna test your coping strategies here.
Increasingly skeptical.
All right, you're straight on from here.
Okay.
You're good. Beautiful route, by the way.
Yeah. Because it's gonna do that.
You can't go left there, right? So I guess
Dude,
you're gonna
that guy
feel
on the
onto this
scooter's
side of
going
the
like
road.
200 miles an
watch the
hour.
map. Just watch the map and see what it says. Okay, see? So
Okay, yeah, you'll have a turn.
Dude, just put the map right there. Like, how does anyone drive with someone telling them what to do? I cannot. Just put the fucking HUD up. Just put the mini map up, bro. There's like a thing for it right there. Just put the mini map in.
Portuguese and Italians, great navigators.
Is that true? Oh, yeah,
Obviously.
right, yeah. Like me.
Uh,
Both Portuguese and Italian. The Irish never ventured out, so no compasses, no boats. Well, that's not true. There's some
Where's my
Irish
quest
explorers,
marker?
well, yeah, an
fuck?
Irishman discovered America.
Yes,
Well, he sailed there
literally.
before Columbus.
Literally. Dude, don't call them idiots Asmon's mold. Come on, man.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
We used to print out MapQuest,
only one
Zoomy
bunker.
Zoom. That's horrible.
Well, let's drive over and see. Only one way to
Just
find out.
awful. Just
That's all it's all
terrible.
about.
It is just terrible. Dude, we're having this conversation about Europeans and they're all asleep because I started so fucking late again. Bro, we're having all these conversations about the Europeans and they're not even here. The one time they're not even here.
Yeah, it looks like there's just the one.
The Irish founded Islam, baby Shabuya.
True. That's true.
What's up?
Shabuya
I don't speak
Ishmael.
English.
Fucking yeah.
I know, I'm trying to
Nah,
get this.
we still
Okay,
awake.
thanks.
Now the chat's
wait,
LARPing
you're
as
from
Europeans.
Maine.
One-way street.
Yeah, well, and it's whatever. Fucking
Well, there's
asshole.
two charging ports.
Okay, but no cord?
But like, where do you get the cord?
Karasu, what countries in Europe have you been to? Bro, if you're British, you should have been to everywhere because that's like so easy. That's like so. Like you know how cheap a plane to like Spain is from England? It's like $50. They can fly internationally throughout Europe for like $50. Ross, who's never left the island, France and Germany, dog. Come on. Dude, you have a tunnel to France. You have a tunnel. You can just drive across.
You're going the wrong
Or there's a train or something. I don't know if you can drive. There's a train.
way. Shut the fuck up, fucking asshole. I'm American.
Just to look at buildings or what? Yeah.
Back in the old country.
Yeah.
Back among
Thanks
your
for
own.
the helpful advice, cocksucker.
Go to Polska.
Okay.
It looks like this is where you do it. But there's no thing.
Not so sure. Oh, wait, maybe this? Oh.
There's only 22
There.
back here.
Maybe,
I just woke up.
dude, maybe Karasu owns a house and can buy a house because he doesn't spend all his money on holies to go on holy. Right? He's just putting all that cash into his house and property. That's good cope for him, right?
Beautiful.
Hey.
Beautiful.
Let's go.
That's what we needed.
Now to
I wonder if
vlog.
it's just a regular. Look at this. It's just a regular plug. I think.
Surely you can't just put it in the.
Yeah, this is. Look at this.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Fucking damn
Then
it.
where does that go then?
I don't even know.
I asked Grok.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, excuse me.
Rossi's gonna go to Japan instead of like the much easier, cheaper places all around him.
Do you know, is there somewhere here to charge this kind of car?
W.
It's just a normal socket.
Oh, no. Trova in tabaccheria. Tabaccheria.
The tobacco?
Yes.
Okay. Grazie. Yeah, not super helpful.
Oh, really? No luck?
No.
Just doesn't get any easier, does it?
Bro, you could fly from London to Madrid for $67. And 100 to 150 for a round trip. No, wait, this is from 67 for round trip. That's from that one is 60. What is Ryanair? Is this like some ghetto air? $60 round trip in 2 hours. That's crazy. What about Berlin? 116. What about Rome? 82. What about where else would it be cool? Where else? You've been to Paris, you've been to France. Oh, I guess you've been to Germany too, you said. Where else would you go? Warsaw? 76. Amsterdam, 117 for some pussy. Prague, 155. Moscow, 46. Oh, no flights though. Awkward. Helsinki. Ooh, a Finnish vacation would be a little more expensive. 305. Auschwitz. Flights from London to Auschwitz. Tel Aviv. $400. Oh, a little pricey. Hamburg. 63. Budapest. $79. Where else would even be cool? What's that island? What's the island Napoleon was born on? It's with an M, I think. Gosh, I knew what it was called, but I lost it. What's that place called? Patmos. Corsica. It's with a C, you're right. Yeah, Corsica. 206. That's not even bad. Or Elba. No, Elba was where he was left. That's not where he is from. He was born. What about Patmos? Can you fly the island of Patmos? Dude, a Greek vacation would go crazy. Wait, what about Gaza? No, not Gaza. Giza. What about Giza? 400. Damn, but that'd be so cool. And that's round trip. That's not even bad. That's not that bad. Damn, that should be crazy. Gaza. The airport's so wrecked. There's not very many flights. Bet you haven't been to half those places? No, we have. That's what we're saying, you fucking idiot. Like, because flying from JFK to fucking London is like expensive. Is probably, let's see, $800, you fuck. Oh my gosh. 920. That's more money than you've made in your entire life, Karasu. We've been to like 50 states, which is basically like 50 European countries with more culture, realistically. You ever been to North Dakota? Let me ask you something. You ever been
Nothing beats a jet to holiday, and
You
right
ever
now
been-
you can save 50 pounds per person. That's 200 pounds off for a family of 4.
Wow, bro. I bet you never been to Kansas.
Anonymous sent $5.
Montana is crazy rich with culture. Switzerland can't compete. That's true. That's true. Thank you. Great background music. Thank you for the very generous support. Wait, yeah, what about Brazil? Rio? $1,000? What about from London? It's gotta be the same, right? That's gotta be expensive too. Yeah, okay. It's just proximity. Wow, actually, that's not bad. That's a round trip, 900. That's not even that bad. Wait, what is it from JFK? 1,200 to Tokyo. I bet Italy doesn't even have their own Steve Franson. That's true. Athens, Greece ain't nothing on Athens, Georgia. Yeah, that's true. $250 for a Greek vacation round trip, dude. Dude, Karasu. You bloody serious, mate? You could go on a Greek expedition. You can't go to Moscow. There's no flights from London to Moscow. I just looked. There's like literally none. All airports, no flights.
Karasu, you are a white Englishman. You should be gallivanting the globe.
True. And Greece is full of BBW pogs for you, Karasu. Yeah. Ever fly to Turkey, then to Russia? Turku, Finland. Dude, you could go to... Can you not fly to Turkey? Oh, Istanbul. Spelled with an I? What the... What in the... Retarded spelling? What is over the U there? 130 to Turkey? Ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. Bro has the cheapest flights ever and doesn't go anywhere. Piece of shit. If Karasu bred a BBW Pog, what % white would it be? Good question.
No, it does not.
All right, found one.
Let's go.
Boom. Oh, man. And we're back. I'm getting sick of this fucking stupid car, honestly.
It's Constantinople! You're right.
Who even gives a shit? And I'm going to do the navigating this time. Oh, this is going to be close. 15 kilometers left. This is 4 kilometers away.
It's only a couple hours ago you were in your flow state with this car.
I was what?
You were in your flow state. You were happy out.
I love driving. You want to know why?
Dude, driving in Rome's probably insane, but dude, I bet driving in like Italian, like coastlines, probably so chill. Driving on the Italian coast is probably so chill.
It relaxes me because it like takes your mind, like you have to focus on driving.
That's not true. I teleport when I drive. I'll be like watching full Instagram reels. I'll be like, whoa, how did I even get here?
Gives you a brief respite from the dark thoughts.
While speeding, while going like 90, I don't even...
Yeah, it's like there's something about it occupies just enough of your attention that
yeah,
like
I commit
you're released
crimes.
from the anxiety.
Where's the crime?
Where's my sunglasses?
Where's the crime?
Shut up. Know what I mean though? Like There's got to be some science behind that.
Do you want me to hold the phone?
No, it's okay.
Bro, there's a whole. Are they just blind? Can they not see this? Dude, put it right there. Hello?
You've done enough.
Not to be that guy, but
You've done your
it's
part.
been an hour and 30 minutes, and they haven't
No,
shared a
no,
yaoi
no.
kiss yet.
I got it.
They're saving that for
You know what a
last.
flow state is, right?
Well, I've heard of it, but like, what is that?
It's this concept in psychology. Whoa! Knocked your engine open.
My what?
Engine.
Oh.
It's this concept in psychology, the flow state,
I will
where
go
like there's a
driving
point at which
for hours without ever paying attention to the road. It's very easy when you ignore the.
Yeah, that's true.
it requires a maximum level of focus. It's like right where like your ability meets its limit, and you have to. So it requires absolute focus, and you enter a flow state with what you're doing. You kind of lose your sense of self because you can't do any thinking. You're just so totally focused on what you're doing. Like professional athletes when they play a sport, musicians when they play music that requires a lot of intensity. So it's like natural. It's something that you're
That's what it
trained at,
is.
or that's a passion of yours. But it's like at a point where you need maximal focus and intensity. It's sort of like a peak psychological experience.
Like
That was
doing my show.
earlier.
Putting your obsidian foil together.
Yeah.
Isn't that sort of the case with everything though? Like anything that makes you happy, something that like takes you out of yourself for a period of time.
Yeah.
Unselfing. It's a very kind of platonic idea, I think.
Oh.
How so?
Well, like, there was this moral philosopher, Iris Murdoch. She wrote this book, The Sovereignty of Good. It was like a defense of Platonism and ethics. And it's like, by analogy, like the only time you're really behaving morally is when you're kind of unselfing yourself, like when you're kind of
Bro, he's sending him into a flow state where he can't even pay attention. He's putting him into one.
recognizing this greater good that exists beyond yourself. Like not acting out of like a sense of duty. Like, I have to do this because it's the right thing.
Bro, side.
It's like by analogy,
Platonism
like,
mentioned.
you might treat someone well, but you know, find them annoying and resent them.
Being pretty drunk is kind of like that too.
But you know, you treat them well because they're your nephew or your
That's what it
mother-in-law,
does. It
whatever.
puts you in a flow
But then
state.
there's like kind of a recognition you can develop where, you know, maybe you have a moment of insight, like you imagine what it's like from their perspective. You have some empathy with their situation, and then like the things they do that annoy you start to bother you less. So there's like an element of unselfing that you can be behaving exactly the same way as you were before
Listening to
when you were
Keith puts me in a sleep state.
presented. So it's like what's key is really the
yeah,
internal
go
state.
on.
Like it's not
Yeah,
the actions
whatever.
itself are not what's moral or immoral. It's really
Whatever.
the internal state. And the way you kind of judge if that's good is the degree to which you've kind of got over your own hang-ups and you're taking this more universal picture of things. It's kind of like that all the way up with goodness and morality, you know?
What's this guy doing? Why am I being honked at?
Well,
Bro,
there's one behind you, so you must not be going the wrong way.
I would be good at driving in Rome because it has nothing on New York City. Like if you can drive in New York City, you can drive fucking anywhere. Like I've driven in New York City like 30, 40 times now probably. And if someone honks me, I don't even notice anymore. It's like I literally don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'll be as rude of a driver as I want. I'll do anything I want. I'll butt into any space, you know, to exit, get on, whatever. I'll block all of traffic for 10 minutes if I need to.
Let's go around.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Okay, there goes my phone.
Okay.
Hopefully I didn't get crushed.
Oh, that would really suck.
Yeah, no. I mean, once you learn how to drive in New York City, it's like you just realize you just do whatever the fuck you want. Like whenever you want, do whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't even matter. Like, I drove in New York City. Now, like, the last time I was driving in LA, I, like, missed an exit. I just hopped onto the fucking, like, I was on, like, a sideways, like, I don't even know, divider of the highway, just, like, crossed back in. Do as thou wilt is the rule of driving in New York City.
Hey, I'm from New York. I'm driving here.
You know who are the best? No, California driving is not worse. What? No. The traffic issues in California are from like 6 to 8 a.m., maybe 6 to 9 a.m., and like 5 to 7 p.m. Otherwise, there's like no traffic issues. It's just rush hours bad. So if you just don't drive, then there's no issues. They drive fast, dude. Okay, Karasu doesn't have a driver's license. Driving fast is not the issue. Karasu, go get your fucking driver's license, dog. What are you?
I've spent so much time with Asian people. I drive like them now. Fuck everyone else. I change lanes now.
No, in New York, bro, go get a taxi. Go get a taxi driver in fucking New York, okay? And watch how they drive. They're insane. They are fucking insane. They are like ready to wreck their car at any moment. Dead ass. They drive like they are at any moment ready to total their car. And they never do. I don't even know how. It's crazy.
Well,
you good?
It's definitely cracked.
Yeah, the state of New York is hard locked at like 60 miles an hour, but everyone, including police officers, drive like 90. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I get passed by cops speeding 35 over with no reason, like no sirens, anything. Like, they'll pass you if you're like driving close to the speed limit. They'll get like annoyed at you and like pass.
Oh,
well, that's okay. It was already a little
Pros, hey, I know, right?
Yeah, you don't hit 90 in the city. I'm not talking about 90 in the city. I'm talking about, I just mean the whole state. Like the speed limit being low in New York City makes sense. The whole state, though, the like maximum, I think the highest it goes is 60 or maybe 65 in the entire state, in like the middle of nowhere. Like all the highways, everything. The interstate, for some reason, like gets hard locked at 60, but no one drives that way.
Hey, are you guys British? Hello. Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, watch the bike.
I see him. It's a crazy car, mate. Shut the fuck up. Sucks your.
One of my solicitors drove in California. He said it was hectic. 8 lanes of traffic. You're just... Is everyone in England just a big fucking idiot? What does that even mean? It was hectic because there's 8 lanes of traffic? That just means that it's a wide fucking road. How would that make it hectic at all? What are you even talking about, Karasu? The fuck are you saying to me right now? It's a highway with 4 lanes of or 8 lanes of traffic? What? What the fuck does that even... How would that contribute to it being hectic? At all?
The motorway was quite hectic with its speed and all.
With all its speed. They were driving quite quick. They were going 60, maybe 70 miles an hour right there with 8 lanes of traffic. It was getting crazy. Like 8 lanes of traffic would mean like there's less cars near you. There's more room for everyone to like pass.
Karasu is scared of having too
That
many
would
choices.
be the
Just like he has
opposite.
too many choices of homes.
Maybe that's the key. It'd be like totally the opposite if you had 8. I don't even know. 8 lanes like in one direction. That can't even be. They have to mean 4 going each way, and that's everywhere. That's like the every highway. That's just called a highway or a freeway.
These bongers just be saying shit.
They do. Maybe he was there in rush hour. in rush hour in California, if that's what he's talking about, yeah, rush hour's bad, but it's not because it's, if there were less lanes, it would be horrific in California because rush hour is really, really bad because like I've never been stuck in traffic anytime, anywhere in LA other than driving to downtown LA around like 6 to 9 a.m. or driving to or out of the downtown LA like 5 to 7 or 7:30. Then it gets really bad. And if there's like if there's any wrecks, it gets worse. But otherwise, it's not bad at all. Houston has 8 per direction. I mean, they probably do in California in some places. I'm trying to think. I don't even know. They have tiny baby highways over there. In New York City, you have to cut people off and not think anything about it. Yeah. No, in New York City, you cut people off and get cut off, and you need to be like happy that it happened, because it's better if everyone is acting the way that they want. Like if you're trying to be courteous while driving New York City, you're the fucking worst. Like you're an asshole because you're like slowing everything else down totally, you know? So it's like waiting for someone to like check if they can get over. That's like annoying. Because there's like a million cars everywhere and stuff. It's, yeah. Those big concrete lanes, something about how they had to be concrete because the material melts otherwise. What? The changing the lane is the thing? Changing lanes, you just like, I mean, I don't know. There's not that much to it. You just want to get over when you need to get off. Like, but that's what I'm saying. You just need to get good at immediately doing whatever you want when driving and not caring at all about what anyone else is doing. Because changing lanes isn't hard at all. Just force every other car around you to either get in an accident with you or let you in. And they'll let you in, always. That's what New York teaches you. That's what New York City teaches you. Is just slowly force your car in front of them and they'll have to let you in no matter what.
Phone got cracked. You know, not to be that guy, but like,
I know.
Gotta be a little more neurotic. I don't know.
What is Karasu talking about? Asphalt? I don't even care. You're saying asphalt will melt? What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Maybe a little anxiety.
Well, I was going to replace this anyway.
I love that.
It could have been worse. We could have been on one of the main roads.
Yeah.
Just got crushed under all the vehicles. I would never have got it back.
I love that stoic reframe. Like, well, yeah, I was going to replace it anyway, and it could have been worse.
He's just an insane person.
Never mine to begin with.
So true.
The phone was never yours.
No. You're very wise.
You think this content will keep your audience satisfied for another week?
Well,
yeah.
It's something. They'll definitely be happy.
Yeah.
It'll be cool. The car thing is really cool.
True, it is. True.
But it'll further strengthen the parasocial bond, like seeing you in a different setting, I think.
Yes.
True.
Here we go.
Interacting with British people.
We loved this, right, guys?
Well,
it looks a lot like the last
Wasn't
one.
this sexy? Wasn't this a little bit hot?
Okay.
Dude, Victor Sharp, are you Oddfall? I keep mixing this up. Are you Oddfall?
Oh. I think we have it.
Wow. We did it. That was a true adventure.
That part about the sexy
what
guy,
holidays
that
are
was
all
good. It
about.
got steamy.
You know, you wish for an adventure like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't even hold hands. I'm fuming.
Bro, can they do travel vlogs? Dude, they need to start doing travel vlogs. They got it when they... Come on, man. Travel vlogging. Why Why not like walking around, getting into fights with the Italians? You know?
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks.
Bratty Nick needing to be praised by service top Keith. Send tweet. Okay. What are the bitches writing on Tumblr, man?
Thank you so much.
Do you think you're a good driver?
I think I'm a great driver, yes.
You have crashed multiple times, sorry.
Neither of those were my fault.
Okay.
She clocked their T, says Martin.
When I was stopped at a light. And the second time somebody drove right in front of me. Am I a good driver?
Yeah,
I think so.
That's
They
true.
should get together 3 or 4
Thank you
times
so
a year.
much.
AMD, talk about all the hot guys.
Do you think you're a good driver?
Guys, he was saying in contrast to all the other people in Italy, that guy was like normal looking is what he meant to say, okay? Fights lit. Yo, what is happening? Daylogs should cover this, but then he would give them aura too, because it's like, oh, it's like a bunch of girls like thirsting for them though. So maybe they wouldn't want to cover this.
Briefly, have you tried methylene blue yet?
I haven't, no, but a friend of mine has, a broadcaster named Keith Woods, and I could tell the difference. It makes him a lot smarter, you know? So I believe it. It's real.
Did he try mine, or you don't know?
He got it a long time ago. I think before it was, maybe you were selling it. So he got it from Amazon, I think.
Good, yeah. But just...
Now he's getting it from you though, Unc. Wow, the Keith Woods, the Neath, hashtag Neath. Keith released the Neath vlog, but I'm at fucking school. No! The #1 Neath stan. And she's at fucking school studying to become a surgeon right now. Your surgeon is gonna be a fucking Neath stan. Just think about that for a moment. Sit with that one for just a bit. Let's see, passwords. How do I log into my account? Tumblr.